he's got a new book, How I Slept My Way to the Middle.
All the way to the middle.
All the way to the middle. Good on you, Kevin Pollak. I like the cut of your jib.
Plus, it's time to start your holiday shopping. And more importantly, it's time for the AOTS Holiday Gift Guide.
Yay!
Which TV are we kicking the week off with? Well, here's a hint. It's got a giant Gorilla Glass screen. Yeah, that's right. Not bad.
That was my gorilla. Anyway, how was your weekend?
My weekend was awesome. I was with this group, Got Your Six, and we teamed up with a bunch of different groups, and we made, we filled up 5,000 backpacks for kids with like all the healthy food. Yeah, look at that.
That's awesome.
That wasn't even all of the 5,000.
Wow.
But the coolest part about this thing was that I got to meet J.J. Abrams.
Oh!
That's really awesome.
And it's not even a good picture of me, and I think his eyes are closed, but I was very excited.
You actually just went there to meet J.J. Abrams,
I didn't know he was going to be there. No, I didn't know anybody was going to be there, and then I saw him, and I was like, hi, can I get a picture with you? Super creepy, I'm sure.
I love the fact that you had a geek moment.
Yeah, I did. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I was in Vancouver, and I was filming Arrow. Yes, which is it's a really good episode we've just done. Awesome,
Episode 111.
Yeah, you read it, didn't you?
I did.
She snuck into my dressing room and read the script.
Oh.
And then she threatened to
Something like that.
Something like that. I can't. No, I left it around. No, that was it. I left it around.
I was going to tweet out pictures of it.
That's
and
it.
you would have gotten in huge trouble.
I would have. I would have. You know, and I got back, and this morning I woke up and I was watching the news, and something really struck a chord with me, and it started to tick me off.
What?
Okay, I'm really going out on a limb here, that all the female news presenters in LA look like hookers. I'm just gonna put it out there.
What were they dressed in?
Everybody's thinking it, and I'm the one who's saying it. The lady, I'm not gonna say who she was, but she walks on to do the traffic on one of the networks.
The
traffic.
Okay.
She walks on.
And what time is this?
This is like 7 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Full whack-on face of makeup that you could do that to a cake and flick it.
Whoa.
She's got a dress that's skin tight, Louboutin shoes, okay?
Well, there's nothing wrong with Louboutin shoes.
Yeah, but not when you're doing the traffic.
I think you can wear Louboutin shoes any time of the day. I will disagree.
You can, but you can't take someone seriously talking about Iraq when they look like a hooker.
Was there like lots of cleavage and really,
Her
really
cleavage
short?
was so far up, she was belting herself in the face. Okay? Now, when I watch the news, I want you to look dowdy.
Yeah.
I want you to look...
Especially with traffic.
Yeah, I want traffic. That's not going to help the traffic at all when you look. That's, in fact, going to distract you.
Definitely.
All right, anyway, that's my rant for a Monday.
And that's more for a nighttime show, I
That
think.
is,
that
that
kind of
is.
dress. All right. You want to run down the top
You
things on
always
the
look good, by the way.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You know what? Because
Thank
someone
you.
will say, well, Candace wears high heel shoes, but you know what? She dresses age appropriate. All right? Ladies doing the news in LA, not age appropriate. If you're 50, act like 50.
Let's go around the web.
Yeah.
The net.
We're going around.
I am. All right. Here's a pizza ad that is sweeping the nation. Luckily, Herman Cain is nowhere to be found.
When I get a serious craving for something I want to eat, I need some cheese, tomatoes, and olives, and maybe even some meat. I need some pizza, 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 pizza. Every time I want that pizza, 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 I go to David's Pizza.
David's Pizza, 209-477-2677.
Pizza.
All right.
I love the video.
Here, now that's a great ad, but here is how my head saw that video.
Oh, gosh.
I need some cheese, tomatoes, and olives, and maybe even some meat, some meat, some meat, some meat, some meat.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah.
But it's a great ad, but now I'm really in the mood for some pizza.
Hey, don't tell anybody. Do you want to call the pizza place and order
Don't
pizza?
tell anybody we're on live television.
I know, but listen,
Okay. Okay, yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, we're going to order some
You have the
pizza.
number?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
So we got 297. Okay.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Hello, David's Pizza on Hammer Lane. May I help you?
Hey, is this Dave?
This is.
Dave, hey, how you doing?
Hey, David!
Dave, this is John Barrowman and Candace Bailey from Attack of the Show. We're live on air.
How are you guys doing?
We're good. We just saw your commercial, and you know what? We're a little bit hungry.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, what's something what's your best thing you can do for us?
The large combo is the most popular pizza here at the store.
Okay, and
No
Candace,
olives. No olives.
Well, so we'll have a large combo with olives.
No olives.
With
No
tomatoes
olives.
and olives and maybe some meat. Some meat.
Lots of meat. That's how he likes it.
That's it. All right, David, listen, thank you very much for that, and you get that pizza going, okay? And you might have a surprise coming your way, okay?
All right.
All right,
Thank you
thanks,
so
David.
much.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay. All right, this is awesome. If you are in the Stockton, California area, then go and hit up David's Pizza on Hammer Lane. We have got a free combo pie ready for you to pick up under the names of John and Candace.
Because that's us. Now, only 2 catches. It's first come, first served, and you have to photograph or video yourself picking up the pizza and eating it. Now, tweet us your proof at AOTS, and we will feature it in either today or tomorrow's show. It's fun. I like this.
Hurry up and get it in today. Come on.
I'm still hungry, though. I still want some pizza. Oh, well. Moving on, people are always asking, when did journalism die? Well, this 1984 clip from the Today Show is the exact answer.
Right here where it says put 1 slice, we heard, I am the devil.
What kind of voice did the devil have?
A very low voice, I'd say sounded like Eli Wallach.
Have you saved any of this satanic toast?
Yes, I did save it because I wanted to be sure that somebody else would see it. Satan lives. Just terrible.
Why have you kept this toaster?
Well, when all is said and done, it makes good toast.
True story. The producer of that item went on to lofty achievements like writing the Weekly World News and becoming an executive producer of the Jerry Springer Show.
Jerry!
I can't say it.
Jerry!
Listen, another story. I have a milk frother that sounds like Kim Kardashian.
That's awesome. I love that. But we don't want toast. We want pizza.
Pizza.
I love his dance moves. We're a little off.
I went the wrong way. It's the story of my life.
Okay. Now, an oldie but still a goldie, a mattress commercial for people who spend a lot of time in bed watching Star Trek on Netflix.
Space, the final frontier.
Aye, Captain. You can choose your space with a Serta.
Don't cling on to that old mattress. Dual Comfort Serta mattresses let you have softer, firm on the same mattress. Boldly dream like you never dreamed before. Beam on board to the side that's right for you. And at Dodge, set your savings for stunning.
Captain, you won't be undersold? Make it so. A logical choice. Live long and sleep.
Live long and sleep.
This commercial is a travesty. They're wearing original series uniforms. Plus, the Klingon makeup that didn't debut until Star Trek The Motion Picture. And don't even get me started on next-gen era tricorders. And those face pistols from Enterprise? Why didn't they just show Scott Bakula making out with a Vorta, for Pete's sake?
Good point. Good point, John. Thank you. And they couldn't even afford actual Klingon masks. The masks that they had were like superimposed. But I think that might be my favorite part of the commercial, actually. Oh, it's so bad. And finally, we have a video from Korea that's just as cool as Drive, minus the Ryan Gosling.
No Xbox, no video games, which means they have to live Grand Theft Auto in real life.
Oh, well played, Korean Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Well played. Goodbye, Internet. We will meet again Probably tomorrow.
Still ahead, we talk about YouTube's massive push into online entertainment, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
It all happens after this very short break, so stay tuned.
This year, YouTube decided to take on Hollywood by giving a ton of money to independent producers for all new original video content. Has that experiment paid off for YouTube, and what's the next step for them? Joining me now to discuss, the digital editor for Advertising Age, Michael Learmonth. Welcome, Michael.
Thanks.
Now listen, it's been almost a year since YouTube invested $100 million to create over 100 channels. So what have they learned in terms of what works and what doesn't work?
I think what they've learned is what works on YouTube is what's always worked, and that's comedy, celebrity news, music, cartoons. So over the first 7 months of this project, the most successful programmers have been the ones that that were successful previously on YouTube.
Now, I'm kind of new to the aspect. I didn't realize that YouTube was doing this sort of thing. And when we were discussing it today, for me, does that mean YouTube's trying to compete with major TV networks now, and they're going to try to take over with original programming?
Very much so. This is an overt competition with TV. Google's out there looking, where's the biggest pot of ad dollars that we can go for? They've already they're already making more than print. They've already vanquished, all types of other media. TV is the one area they really haven't tapped, and that's where the most ad dollars still are.
So, I mean, in terms of just talking off the top of my head here, a network such as MTV that kind of changed their whole span of stuff and no longer do music videos. This is where people there could be a music video channel that someone then can totally tune in to see what's current in music, as opposed to going to a bigger network on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Google really sees this as the reinvention of cable. I mean, cable kind of came on the scene in the 80s. They really see this as the next step in video entertainment, where there are literally thousands of channels out there, all self-supporting, all probably funded by ads, and people sort of pick and choose what they want to watch when.
So what sort of traffic are these particular channels getting? What, the most popular ones?
So the most popular ones that YouTube has funded are getting about 1 million views a week, which is really minuscule by media standards, right? But they think it's a pretty positive start, and they think that there are some channels that are showing some promise. There's some channels that have exceeded 50 million views in less than a year, so I think that's pretty good by anyone's standard.
Okay, now you reported today that YouTube is going to give a second round of funding to 30 or 40% of its channels. Who is likely to stick around, and who do you think will be the ones that will suffer and literally, bye-bye?
Yeah, so, I mean, the top channels, obviously, many of them will get new funding. But, some of them will say, we don't need it. Some of them will say, we're doing fine on our own, because this funding comes with a catch. They have to pay it back through ad sales. So some of them are going to say, we're doing just fine without the funding. I think YouTube will reinvest in channels that are getting lots of views, but they'll also reinvest in channels that are looking more and more like TV. What they want to do is to get people watching longer and create a more TV-like experience, so they can actually show more ads within the shows.
Do you think a battle might ensue? Because the people that want to stay around, the channels that are saying, we can do fine by ourselves, in terms YouTube run this whole thing, could they be muscled out, the smaller channels that they don't really want anymore?
Oh, yeah, no question about it. I mean, tons of channels that launched with a lot of fanfare over this past year will go away. The ones that didn't do so well, look, there are a lot of studios out there and networks learning YouTube with YouTube's money right now. They're experimenting. And some of these experiments just aren't working, so they're going to go away.
Now, what else can YouTube learn, literally, from what they've done over this past year? Because in a way, it sounds like it was almost, in terms of an experiment that's really kind of blossomed.
Yeah, it's an experiment from all sides. And the good news for Hollywood is YouTube was paying for everything, so it's great for them. I think YouTube has learned that, some of the, serialized programming, like the CSI or shows that you'd watch on television aren't necessarily working so well on YouTube. There is a kind of content that's native to YouTube that works well. I'm not saying that that's going to be what works forever on YouTube. People are watching longer shows there. But I think that's what's worked early on.
Listen, Michael, thank you very much. You've taught me a lot this afternoon. Everybody, Michael Learmonth from Advertising Age. Still ahead, Matt Mira shoves a 55-inch TV down your chimney. Relax, he's an expert. He knows what he's doing. Plus, we head to the Arizona Taco Fest. Yes! That sounds like a darn good time.
Relive the classic battle between good and evil when G4 brings you Heroes. See the entire series 4 hours at a time every Tuesday on G4.
Got annoying loved ones demanding holiday gifts? Well, we've got your back. Because Christmas has come early, everybody, it's Matt Mira!
And the worst Christmas present you could imagine.
Oh, no, come on. Okay, so what are we're recommending today? We've got gadgets all week. We've from the holidays for the holiday season. But this today is a very big thing.
What? Look at that, everybody. Yeah, John, we're recommending a TV to start things off for the week. You probably want a TV on your list, right? So we're going with Sony's HX850 LED backlit television. Whoa. Let's dive in, and I'll tell you why I think this is great. We didn't need to literally dive, John.
Oh.
Okay, here we go, everybody. This is the flagship. Everybody's got a flagship now. Panasonic's got a flagship. Samsung has a flagship. This is Sony's flagship television. It's the HX850, and I think it's a good-looking television. We're just going to go by design right now. I'm talking about how simple it looks, how sleek it is, how thin it is. It's a very pretty television. So when it's off, it'll look good. Clean, simple lines. My favorite design television of the year, I will say.
Really?
Yes, I just said it. It's got an excellent base, too. Now, if you were to pick this up, you'd notice it's kind of heavy, and that's because Gorilla Glass. Yeah, so you're left with a very scratch-resistant... Okay, don't break it.
I thought it was indestructible.
No, Gorilla Glass is just scratch-resistant. It's not indestructible. There's plenty of ports on here, too. There's 4 HDMI. There's also component and composite if you're still using those old-timey things like I am sometimes. But those face the wall, so you got to be aware of that. If you're going to wall mount it, you're going to need a little space back there to put those cables right in the middle.
Yeah, you think they'd get it right by now. Put it right in the center.
You would think that, but
pipe in the wall and right through the center.
Pipe in the wall. Listen to this guy.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about picture. It's a 55-inch LCD screen.
Yeah.
Gorilla screen.
Yes.
But let's talk, is it better than a good plasma screen?
Well, it's close, okay? Plasmas are the way to go usually. Normally, an LCD, you're left wanting more. You're wanting deeper, more richer blacks. But this really delivers. Color reproduction's excellent on this television. Contrast is a bit lacking. Here we are watching the Iron Man 3 trailer, which looks very sad. I don't really want to see it because I'll...
Oh, be quiet. It's gonna be good.
Stuff is happening I do not care for.
Everybody loves a troubled hero.
Oh, that's true. Just give him a bottle of booze. He's troubled. The X Reality Pro picture. This has X Reality Pro picture processing. Now, it's an engine that does an excellent job on the television. What Sony says, it'll break down the picture into 4 components. You got texture, outline, contrast, and color. And what it actually does is it'll sharpen each of them individually. Now, it doesn't look like a huge difference on that television right there because we're watching an HD stream anyway, but when you watch like YouTube content on this, say a grainy 480p YouTube video, it will smooth and sharpen it out dramatically so. It's a huge difference, and it's really something I think that a lot of other manufacturers are going to try to duplicate. It's an outstanding picture on this television.
Okay, now this also comes with third dimension.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. What is third dimension? A fancy way to say
3D, everybody. It's 3D. It's got 3D on it. Actually, the 3D is not bad on this television. There's some slight artifacting, which I think is pretty common when scenes there's a lot of motion in there. That's Spider-Man, in case you didn't know. He got bitten by a spider, and they made a movie about it. Again, that's 2 movies, same story. Anyway, but the image as a whole, very good. A little darker than I would normally like, but that's common with most televisions that have 3D. The viewing angles on here, John, excellent. You don't have to sit 6 feet in front of the TV.
So I can do
straight.
that.
You can, yes, please. That's what you can do, kids. You can get some workouts in while you're watching your 3D movie. Now, we should mention that if you're gonna have this on Christmas morning, you're gonna fork over more money for glasses.
What?
$40 to $70 to $130 per pair of glasses. What? So if you have a family of 5, give up your children for adoption.
All right, so the glasses are expensive, but let's talk about the apps on here. Netflix, Hulu.
Everything you could want pretty much is on the television already. They crammed a lot of stuff in here. Sony Store is there, so you can access things like Crackle, which is their video service like Hulu.
Yes.
There's also a Netflix button, which we have right up right now. You just hit the Netflix button, and there you go. You're all set, ready to have some fun. You can watch a Torchwood, and then John loses his shirt for some reason. They wrote that in. The only real omission here is HBO Go, but since it's your television, I'm assuming if you have HBO, just turn on HBO, kids. Stop getting everything right when you want.
I did see someone in the UK demonstrating this screen, and they hit it, and they did break it. So
okay.
I won't touch it, Sony.
Don't hit your television.
No.
Huh?
The Sony HX 850 costs $1,600 for the 46-inch model and $2,000 for the 55-inch. Matt and Myra, tell us why people should have this TV in their living rooms this Christmas.
Because for $2,000, kids, you're not going to do much better. This is one of the best televisions on the market for LCD, LED backlit. If you're looking for a TV for Christmas, you should move this right to the top of your list for Santa. Quality pictures, excellent. Really surprised me, and there's plenty of apps too. But like I say, if you're gonna use the apps, I mean, why have anything plugged into your TV in the first place? Because everything you connect to it is connected to the internet.
But also, it's probably better if you hardwire this than some TVs. It's better to hardwire them than it is to do it through Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because then you'll be left with a lot of blocky-looking John Barrowman.
And also, it'll just go, find that spinning thing will come up, and it wants me to kill the TV. Anyway, thanks, Matt. Myra!
That's it for today's Gadgetron, kids.
And now, Arizona is trying to change its methy image with fancy gourmet tacos.
Oh.
Whether it's from a truck or I'm making them at home, tacos are one of my favorite foods. I'm in Arizona at the 3rd annual Arizona Taco Festival because, I mean, really, who doesn't like tacos? Bring me into your world here. Why are you guys using fried bread over tortillas, man?
We have a project, it's called ResBot, and what we do is late night Native American food.
Okay.
So we try to incorporate that a little bit just for, a little bit of cross-marketing.
So, John, I want to take one of these from beginning to end. Can you walk me through it, brother?
Oh, sure, for sure.
We're gonna use this rather than a tortilla.
Yeah, the bowl shape is something that we're striving for because it catches all the ingredients real well. Grab a spatula there, you put about 2 ounces of meat on there. That's it right there. Here we have the strawberry jalapeno salsa that we talked about. Real easy salsa, It's just that, strawberries, jalapenos, and a little bit of cilantro. Then last, we finish it off with a lemon zest cream cheese.
Wow. I wouldn't even put this in a taco category. This is something all on its own. It's very reminiscent of like a gyro, like a Greek, like lamb sandwich with the onions and everything I'm tasting. But then you get some strawberries and you get the cream cheese, and it just takes on a whole new life.
Ah, thank you.
Jordan, people are raving here at the Taco Festival about your duck tacos, which is different. I mean, nobody else is serving duck here.
We do our duck confit that's been braised in rendered duck fat for 14 hours. That's the braised duck confit.
Awesome.
Char roasted salsa, our fire and ice chutney, which is our homemade habanero hot sauce. That's it.
Now, you're doing a little bit of pickled onions on the top here.
It's actually watermelon, radish, and beet.
Wow, okay, so that threw me for a loop. Who else is putting radishes on their tacos? Nobody.
Not that I've seen out here.
Yeah.
Just lots of green onions.
I'm a fan of Jordan's taco. I could probably eat it all day. What's bringing it home for you guys that's making these tacos so damn good?
We take pride in time. I mean, I brine my pork, which takes a full day.
Yeah.
Then I marinate it for a full another day. Then I dice it up and, braise it for 6 hours, I mean, it's taking those extra steps to make the best quality you could ever have.
Okay, so take me through some of the process of building these award-winning tacos.
All right, so we have our tortillas that we make in-house. It's a white corn masa. Then we take a little bit of our pork, that again, a little 4-day process, and then a little bit of our pickled red onions just to cut some of that sweetness with a little bit of acid. Just a little bit of cilantro.
Right.
Avocado crema, which is made with just some avocado, serrano peppers, a little bit of roasted garlic, which is another step that we do. I mean, we roast our own garlic in-house, and we add that to it. lime juice and salt, and then just some cotija cheese.
That is sexy. That is delicious. You get the heat from the meat, a little sneak up on there. Perfect balance. I'm speechless. Other than, can I have another taco?
Yes, you can.
So they just told me that there is the grossest taco eating contest that's about to happen in here. For some reason, I just thought, wow, I should probably enter myself. I don't know why.
Welcome to the Bizarre Taco Eating Challenge! 2, 1, go! Gentlemen, that is a 100-year-old duck egg with cabbage, pico de gallo, and avocado. Bite number 2 coming right up.
Imagine the worst freaking egg salad you could ever have, right? And then forget to wash your hands without toilet paper.
Round 2 is fried silkworm larvae with avocado guacamole on a corn tortilla.
Have you ever been in the military and you had the MRE known as the omelet MRE?
Just remember, gentlemen,
very similar to that, so not so bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, taco number 3 is calf's testicle taco with lettuce, pickled chilies, and mayonnaise.
I just took my first bite, one ball in the mouth. I'm gonna leave this Lance Armstrong up here. He said I only had to do one. That's all I do. Has there ever been a testicle fight at the annual Taco Festival? Coming in! Well, I've had my fair share of tacos for today. In fact, I think I've met my quota for this year. I got my nice sipping tequila now. I'm gonna go look for a place to take a siesta. Muchos gracias, Arizona. Muchos gracias.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Monday, November 12th, and here are your top stories. First up, if you just bought an iPhone 5, brace yourselves, because it might be out of date sooner than you think. A report from the Taiwanese tech site Digitime says the next version of the iPhone 5 is already in the works. Unofficially dubbed the iPhone 5S, the report says 50 to 100,000 units of this new phone will be in production as early as December. That's next month. What the heck, Apple? The iPhone 5 was only released 2 months ago. Yeah! Well, needless to say, this is all too familiar to Apple's recent iPad debacle. You know, when they released the 3rd generation iPad, a bunch of people bought it, and then they released a new iPad just months later. Yeah, my advice, Tim Cook, stop pissing off the customers. Yeah! Next up, it looks like Microsoft is building a language translator that actually sounds like your own voice. That's right, when you ask for a translation, instead of hearing that creepy computer voice, the translation mimics you. It works using tech called deep neural networking, which is a way of connecting computers so they work more like the human brain. Microsoft gave a demonstration at a conference in China. Take a listen.
We hope in a few years that we'll be able to break down the language barriers between people. 数年后，我们希望能够打破人们之间的语言障碍。
That's pretty cool. I'm assuming that was correct considering the crowd's heavy applause, but it's hard to say. Of course, the tech isn't perfect yet, but this marks a pretty significant step towards better computer language translation. Let's hear it from Microsoft. Yeah! You got it! And finally, some big news from Hollywood hit headlines today. Here's what's up. First, Star Wars Episode 7 officially has a screenwriter. Yes, Lucasfilm has confirmed Michael Arndt is on board. You might remember him as the brains behind the scripts of Little Miss Sunshine and Toy Story 3. Yeah. Say what you will, but given Arndt's Oscar-winning history, I think this is going to be awesome. Yeah, definitely. Next, set your DVRs because Joss Whedon's cult classic Firefly is hitting the small screen tonight with one very special episode. In celebration of its 10-year anniversary, Science is airing a reunion special called Firefly Brown Coats Unite, and it has all your favorites from the spaceship Serenity, including Nathan Fillion, Adam Baldwin, Summer Glau, and more. Don't you miss it. And lastly, Brad Pitt is back on the big screen, this time as a father fighting zombies. Here's the latest trailer for World War Z. I think you're gonna love it. Take a look.
Does it live in a jungle?
No. Oh.
Is it really fast?
No.
Does it live on the Great Plains of Africa?
No. Hey.
What is going on?
Hold on, guys.
Daddy, be careful on the road.
Jerry?
Get back in your car right now! Remain with your feet!
Are you okay?
We're getting out of here.
Terry, what is this?
It's the same worldwide. Is anyone doing better than we are?
We don't know.
I'm scared.
How do we know they're coming?
They're coming. Ready?
I need you to help him.
You're asking me to leave my family.
I'm not gonna force you. But don't pretend you're not well suited for the job.
Baby?
Tell the kids I'm coming back. Just know, I'm coming back.
Am I the only one that thinks that looks awesome? That looks awesome. And those zombies moved really fast. World War Z will hit theaters next year on June 21st. I am Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Coming up, Kevin Pollak will be here live with his new book and app. Stick around.
The Feed is brought to you by The General Insurance. For a great low rate you can get online, go to The General and save some time.
Please welcome the author of How I Slept My Way to the Middle, Secrets and Stories from the Stage, Screen, and Interwebs. The very funny Kevin Pollak.
Please. It's so not necessary. Why?
Do that again?
Why would they feel the need? Everyone sit down.
All right, this book is full of great stories throughout your career.
I thought you were going to say crap.
Well, you know,
sure.
It could be to some,
Yeah,
it could be to others.
Oh, no, it is.
The as long as it sells.
Yes.
You worked with Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men.
Correct, continue.
Yes, and
Small Jews for 400. Let's play the pyramid. Everybody?
Oh, no. All right, so
sorry.
was it at all intimidating? Someone told me I'm not going to be able to get through this interview, really.
Yeah, no, you're not.
No. Was it intimidating working with him?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Well, because he's the coolest guy on the planet and has been for 5 generations. I mean, I figured you'd have to talk about Jack instead of to Jack. But he ends up being the most sort of goofball, gregarious person on the set, which I found kind of shocking.
Yeah, because you think, I mean, most of the time you think if you were working, it would be very serious,
Yeah.
no playing around.
Just silly. I'd never seen an actor turn it on and off the way he can. Like in the courtroom scene when he's on the stand.
Yeah.
When the director said action, he was letter perfect, never missed a syllable. But when the director said cut, Jack looked like he'd been stoned for 3 days. I'd never seen that.
So like,
you know? Yeah, action. You need me on that wall. You want me on that wall. Cut. Robbie! Where do I sit?
You also said he's like the best eater.
Well, yes.
The best eater, what is it? The best eater in the history on film.
On film. Well, the difficult thing about eating in a movie is they'll do many angles and coverage, and you end up, like the first time I experienced this was one of the first dramatic film I did, Avalon, Barry Levinson's movie, where they shot a Thanksgiving scene. It took 3 days to shoot. So you're eating turkey 12 to 14 hours a day for 3 days. So my first real film. So I'm starving, unfortunately, on the first take, and I'm eating like a maniac. And everyone's just staring at me like, newbie. You idiot. So I learned very quickly that you do everything that you would normally do while eating except the actual eating. So there's cutting, a lot of moving food around. If you watch movies now, you'll see the best never actually, plus you don't want to talk when you have a mouthful of food. Jack devours food. There's a scene in Preetzi's Honor. He sits down to a bowl of pasta. Yeah. I'm telling you, you will not believe it. Rips through 2 or 3 slices of pizza. In another great movie, I've just seen him and noticed this over the years.
But doesn't he, do you not think, I mean, he must get sick of eating it all the time, because if you, mind you, he probably does one take.
Yeah, there's that, and also the fact that he's blown up like a poisoned dog. By the way, that joke I normally say for William Shatner.
Yeah.
But
well, let's talk about William Shatner then.
Right. That's the first time I ever used it for Jack. It felt kind of wrong. Sorry.
No, it really worked.
But there was a time in his life where he certainly did.
Speaking of William Shatner.
Two Jakes was the name of that time.
All right. That's the pizza movie.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Nope.
All right. William Shatner, you had to explain to him how you do his voice?
Well, sure. In my book, I tell the story of how, I've been mocking the guy on TV every chance I got for maybe 25 years, and I got a call to come to his office and participate in one of his books, where I would describe for the reader how to do, in his words, the consummate Captain Kirk impression. He wanted to, and I asked him why, he said he wanted to stop the annoying people from coming up to him and doing lousy ones, so he thought he would have someone show them how to do a better one. I don't know. So it's a great, for a monkey who does voices, this is as good as it gets, right? So I race over to his office and thinking, I can't believe this is happening. Halfway there, though, it dawns on me, oh no, well, this is terrible. Now I have to say to his face, well, Mr. Shatner, you were a lousy actor. Yeah, you gestured like a marionette and took pauses no one could explain. I can't be the first to have pointed this out. But just, even watching the way Captain Kirk would come into the room, Bones, Scotty. And they shot that show for 3 years. You would think one director would have said, cut! Whoa, Bill, what's happening? You all right? What's going on? What is that? What does that mean? What's happening? You okay? Okay, you look a little strokey. Just checking.
Can you do that one more time, please?
Sure. Bones, Scotty.
I love it. I love it. All right, so
don't try this at home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody did say that I would probably pee myself this interview, and I think I just have.
Yeah.
You presented.
Winning.
You presented an award to Christopher Walken, or you presented you.
Yeah.
But you'd never met him.
We had never met. It was very odd. He got the great ceremony of the hands and feet and his signature in cement.
The Walk of Fame.
Yeah, even bigger than the Walk of Fame, actually. This is the one in front of the Chinese Theater on Hollywood Boulevard.
Right.
The Walk of Fame, those are, you can get those for about $1,500 now.
Kim Kardashian wants one.
Yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, I just found out you can check into her ass on Foursquare. Did you know that?
Thank you.
I was the mayor for like a minute. That's such a lame, awful joke, but thank you for laughing.
But, and speaking of lame, there's some lame credit on the internet you've got with Christopher Walken.
Yes, I do. If you Google the phrase Christopher Walken impersonation, over 100,000 search answers come up. I'm #1. That's about as lame as it gets.
So if you're #1, you got to do a little bit of Christopher Walken for us.
I don't know if you've ever interviewed Chris before, but let's do a thing where you'll ask me anything, and I'll answer. But keep in mind, all of his thoughts are completely disconnected. Go ahead.
So I saw you in a restaurant, and you were having macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
What was the thing that attracted you to that particular macaroni and cheese, Mr. Walken?
Picasso was a hack.
No relevance.
Putting eyeballs in the side of your face, it's ridiculous.
Remind me never to have Christopher Walken on the show.
Yeah.
All right, so you're in the top also 150 of poker players?
The World Series main event was just this last month. It finished up, and it was my first time in the main event. 6,600 players start.
Right.
Hollywood Poker is a new play-for-free game on Facebook. That we're having a big tournament actually Saturday. It's very exciting. A lot of celebrities playing with people in real time and little chat rooms there. It's going to be pretty great. But they sponsored me into this thing. 6,600 players start. I finished 134, which was ridiculous.
Did you win anything?
I don't remember how much money I won. 52,718. But
Not much.
It was in there somewhere.
Do you play poker on a regular basis then
I
with
do.
mates and stuff?
I do,
Are you in
yes.
one of those kind of Hollywood circuits that
Maybe.
you play with?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Not saying that there's any out there.
No. I might host a game Tuesday night. What's your point?
Okay, I don't play, but I'll just come and watch.
Perfect.
I'll serve drinks.
No. We've got someone that does that.
All right.
You've got to bring all that TV money.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
What money?
I didn't mean the money from this.
Oh, there's none left. It's getting canceled anyway.
I love how everyone feigned shock.
All right, so you're in your third year of Kevin Pollak's chat show.
Yes, sir.
Are you enjoying any more freedom, like
No.
in the third year? No, none.
No, because it was incredibly open and free and easy from day one. I mean, I sort of created this thing out of thin air on the internet, where you can experiment and also own and control your content. Kevin Pollak's chat show, the award-winning. And now there's 160 interviews. I average about 2 hours with every guest. Just did 2 hours with Mickey Dolenz last Sunday. But a lot of heroes, Eddie Izzard, Christopher Guest, just great, amazing people. But because it's online, there's no censorship, no time restraints. So we went with John Landis, almost 3 hours. Found out Seth MacFarlane, like Jack Daniels, had a bottle waiting. Yeah, but it's that kind of freedom and fun, and it became a thing.
Listen to that, my kind of talk show. Thanks to Kevin Pollak, everybody. How I Slept My Way to the Middle is in bookstores now, and make sure to check out Kevin's web talk show at kevinpollakschatshow.com. Stick around, more Attack of the Show is right after this. Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow on Attack of the Show.
Comedian and author John Hodgman will be here live to break down the end of the world with his book, That Is All. Then on TV Tuesday, Chris Gore sifts through the latest flicks to hit shelves, including The Watch and Oliver Stone's Savages. And Matt Mira is here to tell you what camera to buy for the upcoming holiday season.
It's Attack of the Show tomorrow at 7.
Okay, apparently somebody picked up the pizza from David's Pizza and shot video of it, but we haven't seen the tweet from that person yet. We know it's a her because the person second in line saw the person in front.
Yeah! But here's second place, Amber Birchfield, who sent us a picture of her. Yeah! Only David. And on top of that, he hooked her up with a gift certificate.
That's nice.
David is awesome. Love David.
So we should then hope that tomorrow the lady, the girl, or the woman who picked it up first, you better tweet us or you're taking a free pizza, lady.
No, don't do it.
This is Attack of the Show, and we'll come and attack you.
Thanks to Kevin Pollak, Matt Mira, Michael Learmont, and Sarah Underwood.
That's the show for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night from my TV wife and myself. Good night.
Good night. We're like so awkward.